Yeah, the one on the right is going to be comments. This is anybody who texts or calls.
Okay.
It'll say like YouTube, Facebook, where the comment comes from.
Yeah.
But they all come into there.
Nice.
So, yeah,
It's
I'm
not
paying.
like
I'm
this is
paying for
orange
that
is the new
software.
black.
Getting stranded on deck in the bottom of the ninth.
Huh?
I'm just reading this meme.
Oh.
What's worse than a heartbreak? It's a girl. It's a picture of a girl, and it says, "What's worse than a heartbreak?" And then it says, "Getting stranded on deck in the bottom of the ninth." That's true, dude. Because you always want that other at bat.
Shit, nowadays it's just getting stranded on deck when, the end of a game.
Yeah.
And slow pitch softball. Damn it, I want one more bat, like you said.
Yep. Whoa, bruh.
I do miss playing at Craig, though. That was fun.
Craig?
Yeah. Just going out there once a week, twice a week, and then playing in tournaments.
I can do without it, man. I can do without it. Dude, did you see that piece of the 35 bridge that fell?
Yeah, yeah. Saw
Wow.
that
Crazy, huh?
Monday. Yeah, but it's not that bad. Like when you see the picture of like where it came from and where it fell, like
Dude,
it's all good.
so like if it hits your car,
yeah,
are you getting some money?
probably.
I would think so.
Yeah, I'd imagine. But
Oh,
I don't think it hit a car. So
dude, the fucking internet is undefeated. This this meme, it's a picture of 4 girls on the beach, right, holding hands. And then it says, "Why do you see more women than men traveling?" First fucking comment that it shows child support.
God
That's
damn
so
it, internet!
fucked up,
You
dude.
fucking brutal.
That's what I'm saying. It's undefeated, bro. You're never gonna beat that shit.
No man.
Who's that?
Hey, we got
Hey, from the left hash.
Hello,
You said
ladies.
be sure to stop by and check out from the last hash as JJ, Daryl, and Ernest duke it out. Unless Ernest is
Where
just
is
playing, he
it,
got that
bro?
invisible juice. I'm not sure he's gonna be duking it out today.
All right. Well,
That's all right,
he
man.
might,
No,
he
no,
might
I-
pop in. He might pop in at any moment.
He already, isn't that
He
him?
should.
That's him, right?
Hello, ladies. Probably Ernest led.
Why
Or
is
it's-
his last name Led?
It's probably got
Oh,
some meaning.
Ledesma.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Hello.
Well, you didn't either. You said,
Hello,
"Why is it
bro?"
Ernest led?"
Yeah, I was trying to trick you.
Whatever.
Ernest
on,
Led
man.
Zeppelin.
What's up, Ernest? Good to see you over there.
Gotta relax.
Gotta relax.
Oh.
See, we're in trouble if I'm next to the
Oh, see.
sound.
He's just
over
getting. You
here.
can't help yourself, right? Can't help yourself.
All right,
No,
man.
I
Are you
can't.
ready to do it?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, bro, I like this music.
You like it?
Yeah,
I like it.
I like
Makes
it.
me think of Boys in
Alright.
the Hood. I can't lie.
Right?
Something,
That's what I'm feeling.
Lawrence Fishburne's dad, or that character we'll listen to. What's his
Yeah.
name?
Who?
Furious.
Alright,
Furious.
Either way.
Furious.
Either way. Here, let's
Either way.
get a little bit of it.
Yeah.
We have Gomer Pyle, surprise, or
Pass the blunt. What's up, everybody? We're back with another hard-hitting episode of From the Left Hash. I'm your host, JJ Torres, and to my right, the room's empty. It feels empty, right?
It feels weird sitting right here. I
Yeah.
can't lie.
Looking over and seeing you and not some dark guy is kind of weird. You know,
Real
it's a
dark.
bright spot over here now.
Well, probably a little quieter because there's no
But-
crunching going on.
Yeah, that ain't no lie. But I got my boy D over here to my right.
What's up, man? What's
What's
up,
going on?
everybody?
And then on the ones and twos, as always, I got the producer Brandon.
Ones and twos. Hey, what's up, guys?
What's going
How
on,
you
man?
doing?
What's up,
man,
B?
that music kind of puts me in a
A mellow
More
mood,
mellow
right?
kind of
mood,
does,
yeah.
right? Just roll with it, guys.
Yeah.
Just roll with it.
Yeah,
Just roll
man,
with it.
that's how I'm
Yeah,
feeling.
it's feeling good.
Just kind of music I needed coming into.
No, you need to be less mellow.
Nah, that's not what Annie and Laurel said.
yeah, I was just gonna say. I was about to bring them into the conversation.
Yeah.
Those are my advisors.
Today we're talking some NFL, breaking down the UFC 241 card, a little bit of MLB news, and then as always we're gonna hit a little surprise.
And I just thought of something. We need to start off with this first. Rest in peace to one of the Texas'
man.
great running
Dude, I
back,
almost
Cedric
forgot about
Benson.
that.
Yeah, I saw Texas fight, and it made me think about that.
Yeah, dude. R.I.P. said B, man. Sucks, dude. 36 years old, and he took the girl that he ended up dying
was
as
with
well.
him?
Was she was what, like 22, 23?
27, I think.
Oh, was she
20,
27?
yeah.
I thought it
Maybe
said she had
26.
just graduated.
She did, but I think she was
Oh.
a little older than the normal graduate would have been.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, man.
But yeah, sad news waking up Sunday morning and seeing that and having to Google it to make sure there ain't no hoax.
Yeah,
that
well,
you see going
dude, I
around.
waited at least. How long did I wait after you sent that? I waited like an hour
It was a while
because I didn't want to post it and it not be true. You know?
The only reason I texted everybody that I texted at that time is because this Facebook post I'm in, they said something about it. So I Googled it, and the first thing it said on Wikipedia is that he died August 18th. And I'm like, well, I'm still not going to post anything or tell anybody because it's Wikipedia. Anybody can change that shit.
Yeah.
Which somebody did actually, because 30 minutes later they changed it to the 17th, which is the day he died. But then that Facebook group I'm in, Unfiltered Longhorn Talk, they posted a screenshot from his brother
Mm-hmm.
that everyone has seen by now. So when I saw that, I was like, well, that shit is, it's,
Yeah.
it's real
What's
now.
crazy is earlier that day he had just posted a picture of that bike and was
Yeah,
like,
so
"That's
my
how I'm
se-
spending my Sunday." Crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Damn. So he just got that bike?
I don't know if he had just got it, but I know he posted
was
a
saying,
picture
"Hey,
of
I'm-
it. Yeah.
about
Yeah,
to
with
go
two
cruise."
helmets on
Yeah.
it. Yeah, or two helmets on the bike.
Is it
And
crotch rocket or what?
Yeah.
Ah.
Little crotch rocket, man. Sucks.
yeah,
dude.
because they're saying he was where it was happened, he was speeding, and that's why it happened. Which isn't. If you know that area and have seen the pictures
You don't
of
have
that
to
area,
be going that fast.
you could be going 45, 50 on a bike,
Yeah.
and the way a minivan pulls out in front of you,
Yeah.
you're not gonna have time to get out of the way.
Yep.
Now he probably was going a little faster, given the burn part.
Yeah.
kind of dying on impact.
Yeah.
but,
Some crazy shit, dude.
I didn't know he was. I think he's been the last guy that ran for 1,000 yards in 4 straight years.
Yeah.
I forgot how good he was here at UT until obviously this last week when they
Yeah,
started
dude.
showing highlights and all his numbers and stuff.
Yeah. It was number 2 in rushing and touchdowns in UT history. Crazy, man.
And I remember that Rose Bowl game against Vince when he got hurt. I didn't know the whole story behind it, but everyone's saying, "Hey, you're first round pick, sit out. You don't need this game." Texas didn't need the game either.
Yeah.
For anything. But he was like, "No, I'm gonna play." And gutted it out, and still was the number 4 pick in the NFL draft for the Bears. So just too young.
Yeah, but that's the kind of player that dude was, man. He was hard nosed, always looking for contact.
Team player,
Yeah.
hard-nosed team player, and just wanted to win,
Yep.
do
Oh,
whatever he
shit.
could.
Yeah, I didn't know it happened here in Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah, 22-22. That's
Mhm.
a fucking curvy ass road.
22-22 at Mount Bunnell.
That's
Oh,
what I'm saying.
shit,
It doesn't
yeah.
it doesn't take that much to
Yeah.
lose it there, man.
Damn.
And you can see when they show or at least on the news, when they would show the reporter was there on scene the next couple of days, you could see black mark, like a big
Oh,
black
yeah.
mark on the street where the fire actually happened.
Yeah.
Whether it was a person or the motorcycle, don't know, but it was almost like in the middle of the lane, and you can just kind of assume what actually happened or, come close to what happened.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's some crazy shit, man. Thoughts and prayers go out to his family and friends, man.
Yep.
And, everybody else who he touched at UT. I know Mac Brown had some really good stuff to say about him.
Yeah, he did.
So,
Yep. Rest in peace, Cedric Benson.
yeah. Hey,
And we're only about 10 days away from Longhorns kicking it off.
no, it's what, 8 days, 7 days today?
Well, a week from Saturday is when Longhorns kick it off. So
8.
it'll be 8 days.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, 9 today. So
Yeah.
8 days tomorrow when we wake up.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be fun.
And yes, to all the Aggies, yes, we know y'all start too, but
nah, fuck
North
yeah,
Texas
fuck that.
don't even count, man. So don't even come saying y'all have a season. Y'all's season doesn't start
Who
till
do
week
they
2.
start out with?
North Texas.
Oh,
And then they play Clemson. Do they play like North Texas, Texas State, and some other high school as 3 of their 4 non-conference schedules? or
but the
non-conference
SEC
games?
always does that.
I know, because the SEC is so tough, man. That's
Yeah.
why they got to play. That's why they're allowed these cupcakes. At least that's the reasoning going around.
Yeah, even though they don't play all the teams in their division
Nope.
every year.
And hell, it's not even a good system. They might not play them for 20, 30 years. Like, look how long It took Bama and Georgia before they actually played each other.
Yeah.
Before what, last year or the year before? Not counting conference championship games or anything, or national championship playoff games, but just in the regular season. They hardly ever play each other.
Yeah.
The way that their schedule is, or the SEC schedules their teams. So anyway, yeah, hook 'em.
Yeah, hook 'em.
Or roll Louisiana Tech. Kick Terry Bradshaw in the nuts.
Yeah, fuck Terry Bradshaw, man. That guy was saying our quarterback can't throw.
Yeah,
Fuck
man, Baker
that
Mayfield
guy.
can go do whatever.
Hey, so this thing about Jay-Z, man. We're talking about NFL. Did you see Reed, his comments about it?
Yeah.
He wasn't too happy,
No,
man.
and Kenny Stills wasn't too happy.
Yeah.
I mean, because he's like, where were you? I mean, and seriously.
Cap wasn't very happy.
Well,
either.
where was Jay-Z during any of this before the other day?
Yeah.
Nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
You know, but now that he has something to gain from it, something to profit of it.
Well, yeah, he's getting
He
paid
wants-
a fuck ton of money.
Well, yeah, now he can come be the savior, so to speak, and have all the white people look at him like he's, you know, a legitimate.
Daryl says all the white people like he's not white.
I'm not, man. I'm not. But
Hey,
anyway,
Brandon,
I mean,
you get a little offended over there, man.
No, I'm good.
When you said all the white people, said that with some anger in
He
it.
Yeah.
did put a lot of emphasis on
Yeah,
that.
dude.
because I'm not a big fan of Jay-Z, if you haven't noticed. So, but no, I mean, if he didn't benefit from this somehow,
Yeah.
he's not getting involved. But he's getting involved because he's going to get a share or a stake in some NFL team, to help him become owner eventually. So he's only doing it for himself. And then the comments he makes, and I don't know, a goofy joker would see. You can't get me started about Jay-Z, man. I don't know, and I don't know, what are they doing? They've never said. They're just saying they're talking. Well, what are they talking about?
I don't know. What the small part of the interview that I saw, because I don't want to watch all of it, because like you, I can't really stand Jay-Z either. But he, I mean, I don't know, dude. To me it sounds like he's basically saying what, you know, Goodell and them want him to say. Like one of the biggest
Like
things
he
he
sold
said
out.
was
sell
you know,
out.
we're past the kneeling stuff, which Eric Reed and Kenny Stills and Cap definitely aren't. You know,
No,
they're still
not.
doing
They're
it.
still doing it.
Yeah.
And what did he say? And we all know what this is about. And Goodell looks at him and has that little smirk.
Yeah, like that's,
Dude,
that's a good
what-
boy. He's like, that's a good boy.
Yeah, exactly. That's way to kick them while they're down. Good job. I don't know. I think it's just I don't know. Especially when wasn't there a big ordeal, and he was involved last year about the Super Bowl and how certain artists wouldn't perform
Yeah.
because they were standing up for Cap. And
Yep.
I'm not positive, but I thought he was on that side, and now all of a sudden he's on the NFL side.
Yeah.
So what's he doing? Playing on the fence? You know, he already has very
Well, yeah,
little
dude, I
street
mean,
cred anyway.
I mean, like, everybody's got a price, I guess. You know?
He's got a lot of prices. He's done sold out many times.
Yeah. What's another time he sold out, Daryl?
That album he raps about being a drug dealer that wasn't even his life. It was someone else's. The
Oh,
dude he ran
shit.
with.
Ooh.
Pull out the facts, D.
We won't even go there.
Is that what that notebook is for in your pocket?
Nas
Right?
said it best. Fuck Jay-Z. Thank you, Jose Ortiz.
Nas. There you go.
Hope I said your name right. I am white sometimes when it comes to pronouncing
Yeah,
Hispanic
it's Ortiz.
names.
It's Ortiz.
Or any kind of foreign name, stupid.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's to me it comes at a weird time, and I don't
It
like the
does.
guy they did it with.
It really does come at a weird time. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Because I just see Jay-Z and I, you know, I got red flags all
You
going
see
up.
red. You
Oh,
turn
yeah.
into the little. What's the little red
Instead
guy?
of the Incredible Hulk, I'm red. So.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
But don't get that twisted, viewers. I ain't gonna do nothing harmful
like-
to nobody.
I'd like to see. Yeah.
He
He does not have an AR-15 by his side, so relax. Walmarts are safe right now.
I don't even own a gun.
Don't tell nobody. Now they're gonna come rob you.
Hey, for what?
Your weed.
I mean, I do carry a gun with me. I just don't own it. Okay, next.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'd like to see how much he's getting paid for that stuff.
I would too. That'd be
No.
very interesting. I almost wonder if it's the pay probably isn't going to be too much if they're helping him get
Dude,
his foot in the door to
talking
be
about-
in ownership of a team.
Yeah, talking about like sports
Being the owner.
agencies paying people off. Have you seen Screwball?
No,
Yeah, well, I remember because of Jose there.
that's screwball.
Screwball is a documentary that man, I can't remember what the guy's name is, but it's the same guy that made Cocaine Cowboys. Have you ever seen that?
No, but the name sounds familiar.
dude. Oh, Billy. I think his name is Billy Corbin. He's made that documentary. He's made a few of them, but his big ones are Cocaine Cowboys and then Screwball. But this one is basically about A-Rod and how he got caught with
Okay.
with the PEDs and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And it shows all the like kind of like behind the scenes stuff, all the characters, all the guys. But what's funny about it is throughout the documentary, all the characters and like A-Rod, the guys he's dealing with, everybody is played by kids. So the voices are grown up voices, but it's kids acting it out. It's fucking hilarious, dude.
That's
But-
pretty smart.
Yeah, but it shows how MLB came in and paid a bunch of people to get information on what was the guy's name?
The dude A-Rod was with,
Yeah,
that trainer,
yeah. Who wasn't a trainer? He was like a fake doctor.
but he was with a lot of other people, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He had like Ryan Braun,
It was
fucking
it
everybody,
was that-
dude.
no,
This
it's-
fucking scream like some little dude. He looks annoying as fuck. I can't remember what his name is. God damn it. You're looking it up.
it's not the one who had the whole facility, right?
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, he had
I
he
wanna say
had
it
like a
starts with
little.
B.
I can't remember, dude. For some reason, I'm drawing a blank.
No, I
But
am
dude,
too.
if you haven't seen it,
Balco?
no, it wasn't Balco.
But was that the one with that Bonds got indicted? Or?
Yeah, Bonds
but
was
that
with
was
Balco.
Balco, okay.
Yeah,
I just had to make
Um,
sure because I at least get that off my mind.
yeah. But if you're a baseball fan and you're really into baseball, I would watch Screwball for sure because that shit's legit. It's
An-
really good.
Anthony Bosch,
Anthony Bosch, yeah,
Biogenesis of America.
yeah.
Okay.
Bosch, you were right about the B. But yeah, it's pretty good, dude. But yeah, it just this NFL thing just kind of reminds me of them, like a big organization going out and paying people to push their agenda. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, that's weird.
That's why they get some of these certain actors involved to make a comment, or
Yeah,
in this case, a rapper of African American descent.
yeah. Hey, so dude, I saw this on one of my buddies,
Go Cowboys.
my buddy Tio Ledesma.
See, Tio.
He's oh my god, Tio. Stupid. He's a trainer here in Austin. So he put up a highlight video of Michael Vick, right? And all he said is he did some shady things, but damn, he was good at playing football, right?
Yeah.
Well, a couple guys go on his comments and are like, kind of trashing Mike, saying he really wasn't very good if you look at his numbers and stuff like that. And then T.O.'s like, well, you can't really, look at Michael Vick by the numbers because it's not going to look good if you just look at the numbers. You got to look at what the dude did on the field.
Quarterback.
Right? So I was going to ask you, what do you think of Michael Vick?
Kind of the same thing. I think numbers, they say numbers never lie, but I think they can because you look at Vince Young.
Yeah.
He wasn't, number-wise, he wasn't a good quarterback, but he did enough to win the game. He had a good running game. He didn't really turn the ball over. And his first few years, they were winning division titles because you built around the strengths of your quarterback.
Both
Vic-
years that he started for the full season, they went to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Vince Young.
Well, Michael Vick, I mean, if we get his highlights up right here, it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Was it when he was with Atlanta? Maybe his last year. Was it 1 or 2 games away from the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
And I don't really know who else he had, but he was throwing it around.
Yeah, and
Running it.
I really can't remember how good their defenses were.
Not top notch.
Yeah.
Neither one. And I don't even think Philly was.
Yeah. But like the guys were bringing up his his passing completion percentage wasn't very good. It was like 53 or 54, something like that, percent, which is low, but to me, like we said, you have to watch. I mean, just look at the guy play. I mean, he is a different kind of athlete that has never played the quarterback position.
Mm-hmm.
And then they brought up Randall Cunningham, which Randall Cunningham did it, but he never really like revolutionized it the way Michael Vick did.
He was ahead of his time.
Yeah.
Because he was so big, he could scramble and he could throw.
Yeah.
I think Randall Cunningham is kind of underrated.
Yeah, I believe so too.
But also, if you look at Cunningham, it took him a few years to grasp the NFL.
Yeah.
I mean, Vic came in, and I'm not saying he was putting up great numbers, but he was
but
explosive
he set it on
right
fire,
when
yeah.
he came in the league.
Yeah, the dude could take over a game at any moment.
Give him Randall Cunningham's career. Like how Cunningham went through it. Maybe Vic's the same way.
Yeah.
Because some of Cunningham's best years is when he was with Minnesota and had Moss and Carter and Jake Reed, and he was great with Philly. Don't get me wrong, but he only had a few like number wise years.
Yeah, give Vic Moss and Carter and see what he does.
Give Vic that Philadelphia Eagle defense with Jerome Brown and Reggie White, and at least Reggie White was there. I know when Cunningham was there.
Also, what I was looking at too was that, like, how do I say it? Like, he made it to where owners looked at the game differently. They're like, man, these guys can take over a game, with their feet or their arm. So
we need to start looking for quarterbacks who can do both.
Yeah, when Randall Cunningham came out, they didn't they didn't go looking for that.
No.
But when Michael Vick did it, then there was almost an urgency to start looking at quarterbacks now.
And I'm gonna bring race into it because it's actually truth. People like Cunningham and Moon, they didn't want to see black quarterbacks. They didn't think black quarterbacks could make it in the NFL. So
which was true.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
because they didn't get the chance.
Yeah, but those two, you could look back at history, and those are some of the exceptions. They got a shot and they proved it. Now, and I think it opened some GMs' minds. But you look at Vic, just look at some of these highlights. The dude's running across the field, probably ran close to 100 yards on that play and got, into the red zone.
Yeah. But what's also we were talking about black quarterbacks not getting a chance, but it's the same for like left-handed quarterbacks.
Yeah,
a lot of GMs won't draft a quarterback because he's left-handed.
Yeah, because they figure it'll mess up the receivers because most receivers coming in have never had a left-handed quarterback. Which I get that there's a different rotation of the ball and it comes out different, yada yada, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But when I was in high school. And I'm not obviously a Hall of Fame world-class athlete that these NFL players are.
Yeah.
My position coach was left-handed, but my quarterback was right-handed. It never affected me. Yeah. It's still a football coming at me. It's a little different, but if you're running a route, you're just looking for the ball. It doesn't really – you're not looking at how it came out of the quarterback's hands. And if you're practicing enough, you're going to know what it looks like. So that was kind of a bogus excuse for me.
Yeah, also like one of the most impressive things to me, which it looks bad on him, but it was really impressive to me, was that, when he had gotten with the Eagles and Andy Reid later in his career after he got out of jail and shit, having those interviews where he's like, yeah, I never learned how to read a defense.
Marty Mornhinweg was often the quarterback's coach or OC or something that was helping with that too. Yeah.
And he was like, I never learned how to read a defense. It'd be one read and then I'd go. How impressive is that? That you've made it almost your whole NFL career, and you've dominated in certain spots,
and you never had to read a defense.
Yeah, and you never couldn't.
Well, they just didn't teach you.
Yeah,
like you said, it was one read and a go.
How crazy is that shit? Like, that's impressive, dude.
What's even more impressive is growing up. I think one of his idols was Allen Iverson.
Yeah,
because of what Iverson, they were in the same area as far as football goes, and Iverson was a quarterback very similar to Michael Vick. But I think Iverson made the right choice as far as basketball goes.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. What?
I heard he's a franchise player.
Who?
Allen Iverson.
Oh yeah, he is. He's a franchise player. But I mean, we
sitting in here. I'm supposed to be a franchise player, and we in here talking about.
Couldn't pass that one up.
No.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Vic is a weird one, dude, because his numbers don't say that. And we're not saying that he was one of the greats. You know, he was a very good quarterback with his skill set. You know,
But you put him in a good system
yeah,
from the get go. Not a good system, a good coaching staff from the get go. Who knows what he would have done?
yeah,
You know, we know what he did because it's, you know, there's highlights of him. Yeah, he wasn't the greatest, but he was pretty good.
yeah,
You know, when he was on top of his game and he had a good team around him. You know, not many quarterbacks can be studs with shit around them.
yeah. He never
not
had
gonna
like a
win.
top-notch number one receiver.
And, you know, I know everybody loves Tom Brady, but you give Tom Brady some of these teams that these quarterbacks have, and he's not winning.
Yeah,
Some of these coaches, he's not winning.
Yep.
You know, and it's not because of him; it's just because of what's around him.
yeah. You have to walk into the perfect to the perfect situation. It's all
Joe
got to be like
Montana-
a perfect storm,
Yeah,
man.
Joe Montana, and Bill Walsh.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously Brady, Belichick, McNabb, and Andy Reid.
yeah.
You know, it's just some situations are perfect.
And dude, I'm surprised you didn't say Aikman and your boy.
Because that brings up like some bad memories, man. Because
Or did you just forget because of it's been so long?
both, because you think about it, that should have been the first.
Vic is the man. Yeah, he's the man. Bobby, what's going on, man?
That should have been the first. We should have been New England before them, with Jimmy Johnson and Troy Aikman.
Now what? Now each is what we should be talking
Now
about.
Dak is what we should be talking about. Very subpar.
Dak?
I guess he's saying
No,
Dak.
dude.
'Cause
That's not how you spell
D-A-C-H.
Dak
Yeah,
either.
Dak is D-A-K, but it's all right. If you're saying Dak,
Yeah.
but
No, we don't want to talk about Dak,
I
man.
really don't.
I mean, we kind of can.
There's nothing to talk about.
Yeah, it's the same story from last week, man. You know, I don't know why he's waiting. He should have took the 30 while he had it.
Because I think he knows he can get 33.
Maybe.
Cowboys Dak. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, we thought
Yeah.
you meant that, Dak, Bobby. What's up, Bobby?
I don't know, man.
I think he'll get the 33. He wants more than Carson Wentz, and his agent and all that. They can bring up the argument, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
All the numbers
No.
that often lie. Roddy White was pretty good. I do remember him.
Hold on, we're reading a comment. Let's see. Dylan Sanders, he had Roddy White at wide receiver. Yeah, but Roddy
but
White,
isn't that
dude,
the year
he's-
they lost to Philadelphia in the NFC Championship game?
Yeah, but also it's not like Roddy White was like a number one top receiver, dude. He wasn't like a.
He was a good receiver.
I mean, yeah, he was a good
But-
receiver, but he wasn't like game breaking, taking over a game.
you might
know.
double him, but you're not really worried about the double.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think that was.
As soon as Matt Ryan, quarterback, he had an All-Pro tight end. Algie Crumpler was legit, but Algie Crumpler put up good numbers with Vic.
And Warwick Dunn. I remember Warwick Dunn was my favorite player.
Warwick Dunn is your favorite player?
One of my favorite players. I have
Yeah.
a lot, not a lot. I mean, but like actual favorite players. Because Dion's my number one, obviously in football. But I like Warwick Dunn ever since he got to Florida State, and always rooted for that guy. Ooh, there, Brian
Yeah.
Finneran too.
Yeah, that was a white guy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember that guy. Bucks, baby, no. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just, I mean, I don't know, dude. Like I said,
famous
man,
Jameis.
Vic is a weird one, dude.
Yeah,
He's a super weird one. Because, I mean, you also have to look at the coaching that was there too. Like the coaching was not top notch at all.
who was the coach then?
It
I
was
thought
some
it was-
old white
I
dude.
thought it was Reeves. Dan Reeves. Wasn't Dan Reeves from the old Broncos and Giants?
I think so.
Yeah.
But then he had
pretty good coach.
he had that other guy. I can't remember what his name was. Was that Ernest Ledesma? Is he gonna be second highest paid running back? He
Well,
might be.
if he would accept a stupid offer, but there's a couple. If it's a legitimate offer and the guaranteed money he gets, then yeah, he should sign it
For
But-
number 2?
But they have to look at. It, I heard was it Lewis Riddick on ESPN talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
How is the contract written? Is it written to where some of them it's incentive based. As long as you don't get in trouble in the off season, then you'll make $2 million if you're on the rock. You know what I mean? If you don't make any trouble, or is it you get $35 million guaranteed? Boom.
Yeah. Let me ask, are you drafting that guy?
Dude, I don't know.
Is that one hurting you?
It's hurting me because in my league,
Yeah.
it's a keeper league, and I have Zeke.
Oh.
So I want to waste, because I don't think he can afford to sit out. So I'm thinking, but the closer we're getting, the more I'm like, I don't know what to do now.
Especially after the comments that Jara made.
Which were nothing. And Zeke is
Yeah,
a
but
baby.
Zeke took it fucking personal.
Like
though.
a baby. But
Zeke and his
okay,
and
but
his
think
manager.
about it. Think about it from Jerry's
his
point.
agent.
In the last 3 years, Jerry has stuck his neck out for Zeke the last 3 years with the whole suspension thing, going to bat with Goodell. I mean, like really going to bat
Yeah.
financial wise. I think he lost like $2 million in fines over that whole Zeke. Oh, and had to pay the legal costs. So he's gone to bat, and I agree with Jerry when he says, "Hey, I have the right to
Yeah, I've earned the right.
earn
I've
the
earned
right to joke with Zeke."
Yeah.
And if you watch that interview with Jones, and I'm not a Jerry Jones fan, so I hate the fact I'm even defending him here. But
oh, man, everybody loves him some Jara.
when they asked him, hey, what's up with Zeke? And, he made the whole comment and everybody started laughing. Well, that was funny. And you got to think about it. That's probably been the first question he's been asked every single interview.
Yeah.
So when you're going to, to me, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Should he have said it? No, not really, because just shut up.
Yeah.
Get the deal done. But at the same time, from Zeke, dude, he has done a lot for you. He stuck his neck out for you when that whole thing. Even with this, he stuck his neck out for you. You need to kind of hush. Even with this whole disrespectful thing, you need to just
Yeah.
let the numbers work themselves out. I think I got a meme, and it was a picture of Jerry Jones and Zeke, and it was a knock joke. Knock knock. Who's there? Zeke. Zeke who? And the Zeke's face went from like smiling to. It was hilarious.
That's fucking funny, dude.
But he should.
Yeah.
I think at $35 million guaranteed will get him, because they showed Gurley's and Bell's contract. The average, it's not much different. I don't think a yearly average. The guarantee, I think Gurley got 40, and what's his face, Bell only got 30.
Yeah.
So I think if it was somewhere in between, Zeke should sign it.
He is in
Cabo.
Oh, you spelled Cobbett. Come on, man. Making a new case. Cabo.
There you go, E. There you go.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But that was one of the questions I was asked, about one of my buddies is Zeke draftable in fantasy football? And I'd be scared, dude. I'd be pretty scared, man. But the thing with me was I drafted Le'Veon Bell last year in one of my leagues. It was a good thing I got James Conner later.
Yeah.
But I drafted Le'Veon Bell thinking there's no way he sits out the whole year. And then he sat out the whole year. So I lost my first round pick.
Yeah,
because of it.
The situation is different than Le'Veon Bell only because of years of experience. And this was on his second franchise tag, way after the rookie contract. So it's a little bit different. Depending where you're drafting. If I'm drafting 1, 2, or 3, it's going to be hard. Even as a Zeke fan, it's going to be hard for me not to take Barkley, Kamara, or McCaffrey over Zeke because of this. Because what if I'm wrong and he does sit out more?
Yeah.
I think Dallas will start finding him then. So it kind of, there he is losing more money. So that's why I don't think it'll reach the regular season. I think Zeke's feelings will just hurt a little bit. But whatever. Quit being a baby and get to camp, or get to the locker room.
Yeah.
Look what happens when you come to camp. You get a 5-year extension worth $65 million and $35.5 million guaranteed. That's what went to Jalen Smith a couple days ago, which I think is a shit ton of money to give a middle linebacker or an outside
35
linebacker,
guaranteed.
Yeah.
Do you think they did that on purpose?
Maybe
Like
gave
signing
him
him
maybe
quick
maybe
just
a
to-
little bit extra.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
But a lot of teams like that. Philly's known for doing that. It's like, don't talk
Yeah.
about contracts. You want to get it done, just come to camp. And I still think Zeke just doesn't want to play preseason, doesn't want to come to camp, just wants to play football. But at least that's my hope. You know, sometimes I got to think, am I saying that because I'm a Cowboy fan and I'm hoping he's back by week 1, or because that's the way the situation really looks? And it's hazy.
Yeah.
On where I'm sitting on that one. So I don't know. If you have a number 4, 5, or 6 pick, who would you take ahead of him?
Of Zeke?
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of running backs, dude.
Yeah, but that you would take 4, 5, or 6 over like a Devontae Adams or even a DeAndre Hopkins? Would you take David Johnson 4? Take Le'Veon Bell?
No.
James Conner?
No.
There ain't too many running backs you take it for besides Zeke.
Yeah, but me
I'm not taking
personally,
him
I
running-
wouldn't take him. At
I'm not-
4, I wouldn't take him.
Who, Zeke?
Yeah.
Well,
I wouldn't take Zeke.
But what I'm saying is, who would you take ahead of him? That's where it gets. Would you rather just ride it out and hope he comes back week 1 or misses 2 weeks and then you have Zeke for the rest of the year?
Yeah.
Or would you take David Johnson 4 or Adams or Hopkins or Thomas or Julio? You know, that's where it comes down to is, you know, look at the upside. I think David Johnson could have a good year. I don't know if even with 2 extra games, if Zeke just played 14, I still think Zeke could have more than David Johnson. So I don't know.
Yeah,
It's tough. Hopefully I just have the 10th pick. I ain't got to worry about it.
they go back to back.
Uh-huh.
Zeke
Go
and
back
Dak.
to back and Zeke and Dak. No, I should not even pick any Cowboys. That way I'm not mad at them come Sunday when we win the game, but they don't do crap for me in fantasy and I lose. But Nick Chubb or Ernest has a Chubb, one or the other. So there's no
He's probably
telling.
saying he has a
That
job.
probably is.
Yeah, man. I don't know, dude.
Oh, I just was saying Nick Chubb he would draft Nick Chubb 4th over Zeke. I
I don't know
that's
about
that's
fourth,
why he's
dude.
saying.
I wouldn't draft him 4th. I wouldn't draft Chubb 4th, especially if he's gonna be split in time for half the season with one of the best running backs in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the last one was AB. His situation is still going on, dude. So, okay, so hold on, let me go back to the Mike Vick thing. Roddy White, he entered the league in 2005. So Vick only had him for
Did he have
2
it all?
seasons.
When did Vic go to jail? 2007?
2007, yeah, or 2006. I don't know. Maybe late 2006. But in 2005 with I think they made the playoffs, right? Pretty sure they made the playoffs. And he was a rookie that year. So he really only had him for 2 years. 3 years maybe.
2 at the most. Because I'm looking at Vic right now, and with the Falcons, it says 2001 to 2006.
Yeah.
So you figure 05 and 06 would have been the years with Roddy White.
Yeah, and I mean, you're not really going to expect that dude to show out his rookie year, especially wide receiver back then. They weren't really developing. They weren't like wide receivers today where they come in and fucking just, show out right away.
There's only a few that ever did.
Yeah.
I mean, or Randy Moss or Calvin Johnson or even AJ and Julio. They had good years and kind of showed out, but nothing like. Shit, I watched a YouTube clip of Randy Moss, and God, I'm still so mad at the freaking Cowboys. That could have even made up for the Jimmy Johnson snafu.
Yeah, and in 2006, for some reason, it's not showing Roddy White as a starter. It shows Michael Jenkins and Ashley Lilley as the starters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you were right. He did have Roddy White, but I remember, I never really remembered him playing with him. That's what I'm saying. But and then Matt Ryan didn't come into the league till what, 2000? Because he had Matt Schaub for what, 2 seasons, right? Before the Texans traded for him, or was it a season? I think it was 2 seasons, right?
Might have been maybe 2.
Yeah.
Because I want to say the year he wasn't there, it was Schaub and Matt Ryan. And
Yeah.
Schaub started a few, and then Matt Ryan, kind of worked him in.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. Like I said, he never really had like an outstanding wide receiver.
Well, that's what it was. 2000,
Crumpler was good. Crumpler was good.
2003, they won. They won their first playoff game against Green Bay, and then they lost to the Eagles.
Yeah.
And I think that's the year the Eagles went to the Super Bowl,
Okay.
if I remember correctly.
With McNabb.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. He's just one of those weird players, man. Like we said, like we compared him to Vince Young. Vince Young's numbers never looked good, but the dude was a winner.
Well, like I'm reading Vic, 2004, didn't pass for many yards, 2,300, 14 TDs, 12 interceptions, 902 rushing yards, 3 TDs, but they finished 11-5.
Yeah.
So I mean, it wasn't great, but
He was winning games.
he was winning
Which
games.
that's what you're. That's as a quarterback. That's what you're based on.
Yeah. And Vic's
Which-
gonna put people in the seats because he was like Barry Sanders at quarterback. At any moment, he could bust it off
Yeah.
and be gone.
I mean, dude, do you remember how crazy it was with Michael Vick back in the day when they made that commercial that was like the Vick experience, and it was like a roller coaster?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
It's pretty sick, dude.
August of 2007, that's when he pleaded guilty.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it just sucks that dude had to go down like that, but that's what happens when you fight dogs, bro.
Or at least set up everything and let everybody else fight the dogs, but you
Yeah.
just set it all
Just
up.
watch it from your house 2
Yeah.
miles down.
Yeah. You probably got the cable set up.
Yeah, look, that's it right there, dude. That shit was fucking cool, man. What's funny is like, check this. It's like, bitch, you didn't read no fucking defense.
Yeah.
That's so crazy, man.
You start screaming.
And then, dude, one of the dumb things I saw on there. Let me get to it. Hold on.
Well, while you're getting to it, I have a lot of respect for Vic too, because I remember one night I had pretty good lead in fantasy football.
Oh, dude.
And I was going against Oscar. What's up, Oscar? And he had 4 Eagles going. Or yeah, I think he had it didn't make sense. He had the Redskins defense.
Yeah.
And he had Vic going against the Redskins defense, Monday Night Football. And then he had a couple other players. That's the night Vic went off for like 5 TDs and just went nuts. I mean, made play after play. And I ended up getting beat by like 20 or something.
He doesn't have the record for most points scored anymore, right?
I don't think
Or
so.
does he still do? Does he still have it
I didn't know
in
he had
fantasy football?
Oh, I
Remember
don't
the
know.
Giants game?
No.
I think that's where he said it. Remember they came back from like fucking 28 down or some shit?
Oh, is that the one Deshaun
Yeah,
won?
Deshaun and him fucking
Yeah.
went off. But this was another comment that was that I mean, it seems stupid to me. It doesn't make any sense. This guy says he's talking about Michael Vick. He said stupid quarterbacks under pressure run. Smart ones make audibles and are precise, avoiding the run. Which it doesn't really make sense to me. I mean,
Well, no, look
You-
at Aaron
you-
Rodgers. Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers sits there, gets the ball, looks at the line of scrimmage, makes an audible. The ball gets snapped to him, breaks down, and he runs.
yeah.
You can't.
Well, that's the thing about it is you can't audible when you're under pressure. I mean, the play's already going on. You
Yeah.
audible before the play goes
Yeah,
on.
if you know the pressure's coming, and maybe that's
Yeah.
what he didn't do because he wasn't good at reading defenses.
Yeah.
and that's where his one and done checking routine came in.
Yeah. But all quarterbacks run when you're under pressure. Well, the ones that can do.
No, all
Except for Romo.
well, shut up, man. That's what got him hurt.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
If he would have just thrown it away instead of running, but no, when you said all of them run, Brady and
Well, that's what I'm saying. The
and
ones
Manning,
that can.
they throw it away.
Well, the ones that can. The
even,
ones that
even
are
Eli will just throw it right in the
the
ground.
ones that are a little faster than Ernest. They run.
Yeah, they're a little faster.
Yeah.
I did Google fantasy points, and Jamal Charles has a record for most fantasy points scored in a single game.
Oh wow.
62.5,
And what kind of league? PPR?
I guess.
Wow. I didn't know that.
I didn't either. It's kind of nice.
All right, man. Let's move on to UFC 241. It was a good one, dude. If you didn't watch it, man, you fucking missed out, dude. It was so good.
Man,
It's fucking
lot of money to watch
slobber
it.
knockers, dude. All you got to do is go to a bar. They ain't
Yeah,
got no
but
bars in
since-
Dripping?
not that are going to be playing the fight. No, I don't think so.
I don't
And
know, man.
once you said something about being sick and not being able to go out, I kind of lost all
Yeah,
interest
dude,
of going
I
out
had
to
the
watch it.
I had a bad case of the Hershey squirts, bro.
I think Le'Veon Bell will do pretty good this year, by the way, Chris. It just depends on whether or not Adam Gase will call plays to throw him the ball.
That's the biggest thing that's going to be holding him back is Adam Gase's play calling ability.
Yeah.
Because he's shown that he doesn't use backs in the passing game, but you could also, chalk that up to him not having a back that can, that was good enough in the passing game to use.
Possibly, yeah.
And the quarterbacks that he had to work with weren't.
Yeah, and he only worked
that great.
The only quarterback he's had that was good that he worked was Peyton Manning for 1 or 2 years.
Yeah.
Um,
So I don't know, man. I think the dude is. I mean, he's a fucking top notch talent, dude.
Yeah.
Top notch talent. I mean, you're just gonna have to take a flyer on him. He's kind of like in Saquon's.
I would take him of running backs. He'd probably be my top 5 or 6. Le'Veon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably 6. Put him right behind Johnson. May flip a coin with him too. Sorry, but I just wanted to
back
rate
to
his.
back to 241. Yeah, dude. So let's start off with the third fight. Romero and Costa. That fight was fucking crazy, dude.
Costa's the one who won, right?
Yeah, Costa won. Both of them knocked each other down in the first round. But Costa's was better. He caught him clean. Romero, when he knocked down Costa, he was kind of caught like off balance. And
Yeah.
he hit him, but it wasn't like
The hit knocked him down. The hit
Yeah.
may have. Yeah, I got you.
he hit him, and then like when it went through, it kind of knocked him off balance. So, but yeah, so that fight was fucking good, dude.
I heard.
Them dudes were fucking going at it, man.
I heard Romero. Was it?
Look how big those motherfuckers are, dude.
I
Look how
heard
big that dude
Costa
is.
accused Romero of dirty tactics.
Why?
Like there's a couple instances where I don't know what happened, but I think. See, I'm trying to remember which one's who.
That one's Costa.
Well, there's two. You just said that one, and there's two.
That
dudes.
guy. The lighter guy. That's
Well,
Romero
like-
in the red.
Romero said something like, "Hey,"
That's where he knocked him down.
kind of like, "Hey, watch out," kind of
And
like
then-
pointed down, like
And
my
then look,
mouthpiece
this
was there.
This is where he knocks him down. Yeah, he did. He did, because when he got hurt, he like pointed at something and then he caught him.
And he took it. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what he was saying. And then there was another time where
Right here, look. Oh. Where was it at?
there's a loop of the same one.
Maybe. But dude, they were fucking going at it,
And
dude.
like there was a time Costa, I guess, kicked him and it clipped his cup or whatever. But he acted like it hit him real bad in the groin and he went down
Yeah.
and had to get time.
Well, he
And that,
but-
but he's also known for trying to do
yeah.
stuff to get extra time to rest. And
Yeah, there's been a few times where at the beginning of a new round, he stayed on the chair a few extra seconds.
and,
Yeah.
I don't blame him. Stretch it out. See how much you can.
Yeah, but
away
dude,
with
that
it.
fight was fucking crazy, man. And I thought they got it right. I thought Costa won the first 2 rounds. I gave the last round to Romero, but it was
That's
it
the
was a
only-
really good fight, dude.
In my fight prediction, that was the only one I got wrong.
And then
I think I would have picked the
and
other
then
guy.
Diaz and Pettis was fucking legit too, dude. It was so good.
I'm glad Diaz.
But Diaz
won.
looked fucking. He was kind of scaring me in the first round, dude, because he
looked
came out
shaky?
and he looked tired. No, it wasn't shaky, just tired. For
Makes
some reason,
sense.
it looked like he was breathing hard and stuff like that. And he ended up explaining it, later in his interviews. But he was looking tired, and I was like, damn, dude, that's not the same. It don't. For some reason, he's looking slower. But then second round, he ended up pouring it on him.
What did he
And
say
then
about
third
it?
round. Well, he ended up saying that his last 2 fights have been 5-round fights, and he thinks he does better in a 5-round fight after the first 2 rounds. The last 3, the last 3 rounds is when he starts coming on.
Yeah.
So what he did was he warmed up a lot longer in the back, so he can act like he's already been through a round or 2, and then start the
Okay.
fight. Because
So
you
he
only have
kinda-
3 rounds.
Yeah, so he kind of started in around 2.5.
Yeah.
Kinda the way his
so,
body was.
So that's
so
why
was a
he
little
looked tired. Yeah. But I mean, I guess it worked. He ended up winning. And then he called out Masvidal after the fight,
I saw that.
Yeah, dude, that fucking fight would be so crazy. But yeah, man, fucking
Dude, I'd
fucking
like to
Diaz
just
put it
listen
on
to
him.
both of them talk before the fight.
Oh yeah,
Because I don't like Masvidal. There's just something about him I don't like.
because he's a fucking gangster.
So I know he'd be talking a lot of trash. Diaz, we've seen him
I
talk a lot
think
of
between
trash.
them, it'll be more mutual respect than talking shit.
You think?
Yeah,
They'll still talk trash, though. It might not get personal, and it might not be as hated trash like, say, Masvidal and Askren or
yeah. I
you
think
know,
they'll
or
still say
Diaz, even McGregor.
they'll still say stuff, but I don't think it'll be like shit talking. It'll be more like, you know, like Nate Diaz after the fight, he's like, you know, he was giving Masvidal, you know, props. He was like, you know, Masvidal had a good fight. You know, he thinks he's a gangster. You know, he ain't no West Coast gangster though. I was like, dude. Fucking Diaz,
yeah,
man.
calling him, giving him respect and calling him out at the same
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
It was good, dude. And then the main fight, man, fucking your boy Stupe and fucking
Stupe.
and DC fucking went at it, man. I thought Stipe was gonna lose again, dude. I thought he was gonna lose because to me he was taking way too many shots.
I didn't watch it, but the best thing I got on Gamecast on ESPN, and it shows the number of strikes and like takedown attempts and all
Yeah.
that stuff, and it shows like when they've been hit and like how much they've been hit there, and it looked like Stupe. His face was red. Everything was more red than Cormier.
Yeah.
And the numbers
Well,
too.
he's a white guy too, though.
Well, but that's not why it does it. It just
It does.
no.
It looks a little extra on you white
But
guys.
on the game, no, I know, but on the Gamecast, it's not for that. The Gamecast is to show like the
Oh yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And then the numbers, it looked like Cormier was just putting it to him.
Yeah.
Strike and
It did.
strikes.
It looked like it in the first two rounds, and then I think more in the third and fourth round is when Stipe started taking over, where he started hitting him with those
Going
body
to the
shots,
body.
man. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It was. But Cormier was kind of fighting kind of retarded too, dude. Because in the first round he dominated, he was hitting him a lot, and then he ended up taking him down. And then to me, he didn't
Controlling the
try
fight.
to he didn't try to take him down again.
That's what I heard from one of whoever the people on ESPN afterwards.
Yeah.
On SportsCenter were talking about. It's like first round he did that, and that's his game.
Yeah.
And that's something I told. I don't know if it was you or it might have been another friend. I'm like, nah. If Cormier gets in trouble, he's going to the ground. That's
Yeah.
his strength. And then they said he didn't do that. And he kind of kept standing toe to toe with him. Like, well, that's where you lost.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, it was a fucking great fight. Those were probably that was probably one of the best fight cards I've ever seen.
Do you like the dance afterwards?
Stipe's dance,
Yeah.
yeah. I like
pretty
it.
funny.
Him and Shevchenko do it. The
I thought it
girl,
was funny. Yeah.
yeah. Him and her do it. She looks a lot better doing it.
Well, yeah.
Cause she does
but
it
I
like
mean,
legit and more coordinated. He does it like a big old fucking.
But a
you
big
know,
dude like that doing that was pretty impressive. A guy that size.
he looked kind of
he looked-
clumsy.
It was kind of agile looking. I thought.
I
didn't
don't
think
know,
he looked
dude.
too clumsy.
Can you find that Stipe's dance after the fight? To me, it looked clumsy, dude. It looked
I thought for a big guy it looked alright. Cause it's pretty.
maybe that's where I'm
pretty
fucking
big,
up.
agile dude.
He was because he is a tall ass.
But
dude.
see, the word Cherokee looks weird to you too. So
Yeah, that's true. A Cherokee does look fucking weird, man. Write that shit down and look at it and tell me that shit don't look weird. Well, you did, but
yeah, he's talking to y'all fans.
yeah.
Write down the word Cherokee and see if it looks weird, and you can let us know your results.
Right.
And here's
Look at this dance.
what you. Our producer's on the ones and
I
threes
don't
right
know
now.
what he's doing. He's got to invert the colors. For some reason, I don't remember him doing it that fast. That's sped up. That's sped up.
That's sped up.
Yeah, because it wasn't that fast.
Yeah, I don't know if it's in there.
I don't know.
Either way, though.
Yeah, it wasn't that fast.
Just
though.
imagine it a
It
little
was
slower.
that fast. I don't know.
No, what the fuck ever. Oh yeah, dude. It was
So
weird.
what's next fights? What's next fights?
Next weekend, the girl that beat Rose Namajunas is fighting this weekend, and then next weekend is which we'll break down next week. Is UFC 242, Poirier and Khabib. We'll break that one down next week.
I was listening to. Oh, it was a thing with Kurt Angle, it's on YouTube. I don't know if it was the MMA guy that Ali. Do you know that MMA fighter or not MMA fighter, guy, the reporter that he has his own show?
Ariel Hawani.
That guy. It
Yeah.
might have been on his show, but I was talking to Kurt Angle, and Kobe Covington
Mm-hmm.
asked for permission to use Kurt Angle's theme song from WWE when he
Mhm.
came in this last fight. Because have you heard, do you know anything about Kurt Angle's theme song?
No.
Well, the whole premise behind it, when he would come out with it, it has a beat to where right at the right time the fans would chant "You suck," and then it would keep going. So that's why Covington wanted to use it, because he wants to be like an adversary to the fans,
Yeah.
and he wanted the fans to chant the same thing when he was walking.
Oh
up
yeah,
to
it's
it.
like a dun dun. You suck. Dun,
Yeah.
Dun.
You suck, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
And he actually, like, I guess there's a mutual friend
I bet they
of
love each other.
Covington's that's actually, he was a fighter, but he's also in WWE too. That he asked that guy if he could use it, and Angle was like, "Yeah, sure, whatever. If you want to play with it, you know, if that's the character you want to go with." I thought it was funny, and
I
he
bet
also
you
said
did.
that Brock Lesnar, he's like, the guy he really wants to fight is Bones Jones.
Who? Brock Lesnar
Yeah.
said that? He's a
He
fucking
told
idiot.
and this is coming from Kurt Angle, but I mean, honestly, who knows if that'll
Dude,
ever
that
happen?
guy has major, like, what is it called? Dystrophy? Where your arms shrink?
Oh, I don't know.
Muscular.
Yeah, muscular dystrophy. Is that what it's called?
No,
what it's
that's
called,
a
right?
disease, though. I thought muscular dystrophy.
Yeah,
Oh, he's got that.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because his arms are all, like, small.
Yeah, just creates progressive weakness and loss of muscle
Yeah,
mass.
have
Muscular.
what's his name?
dystrophy.
What's his name has it too? Boss Rutan.
I don't know who Boss Rutan is.
Oh, he's an old school MMA fighter. That dude has it too. It's pretty weird looking. But yeah, so all right. This is one of my favorite stories I've ever seen in my life. So did you see this about Major League Baseball? The memo that they sent out?
No.
So Major League Baseball's ongoing battle with performance-enhancing drugs now has a surprising culprit in its sights.
Oh, I think I saw
Over-the-counter sexual enhancement pills.
I saw the headline for that. Yeah.
So I think it's happening a lot in their minor leagues. I don't know about the major leagues. I haven't really heard many Major League Baseball players getting caught with this stuff, but I know it's happened a lot. I think there's been like 20-something cases in the minor leagues over the past year, or this year, and
They got a lot of free time on their hands down in the minors.
yeah, and what they're doing is they're going to the gas station buying the gas station dick pills, right? And the dick pills got steroids in them.
Well, they make it
Where
work,
else did
yeah.
you hear that from? John Jones.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Nobody
So-
believed him either.
Nobody believed him.
Uh-huh.
So now it's like this shit's getting some traction where it's getting so many people caught pissing hot that the MLB had to put out a fucking memo telling their players, "Hey, lay off the fucking dick pills." Like
Or go to the
use-
fucking doctor.
yeah, go to the doctor and get
I'm
real ones.
sure they have.
and
I'm
not
sure
the-
you have health insurance.
Not the ones from the gas station. I don't know if health insurance covers that. Do they cover that?
I'm sure if you got a good enough plan.
I don't know,
Yeah.
because you got to think minor leaguers, they don't make too much
But
money.
I mean,
They don't.
it's
well,
cheaper to
yeah.
get the dick pills from Circle K than
Might
it is
be.
to go
Maybe
to
that's
or
why-
maybe he ran out. You know.
Dude, have you ever seen Joe Rogan? John Jones was on Joe Rogan, right? And they were talking about it after he was like, yeah, you know, but Jones was like, yeah, they tested him, and that's where they found the stuff that he got tested positive for. And Joe Rogan was like, dude, you're a young guy. You're a young, athletic, in shape guy. What do you need dick pills for? And John Jones, no fucking hesitation whatsoever. He's like, I got a big dick, Joe.
He needs that help.
Yeah, dude, it was funny, dude. Y'all need what? Y'all need singling from the gas station? On my way.
Y'all need anything
What
from
up,
the gas
Derek?
station.
Y'll need anything from the gas station?
I mean, it says singling, but
Yeah,
I'm thinking
I
it
think he
means
said
anything.
anything. Yeah, man, that shit's funny, dude. But yeah, so that, I mean, I guess they have a problem in minor league baseball, man.
I didn't read
They're
the
getting
article,
too much
but
fucking pussy,
I
dude.
saw that headline.
Girls, y'all need to quit giving minor league ball players pussy. I mean, they still got a while till they get to the big leagues.
Yeah, they
you
don't
know?
get there to, and some of them they're lying to you.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not lying to you. They're gonna get there fast. So y'all keep doing what you're doing. But tell them they can do it natural. They don't need any enhancers.
That shit was fucking funny though, man. That's the best news that's come out of baseball for a little bit.
Yeah, definitely the most interesting news that come out of baseball. No pun intended.
Yeah, go ahead and hit that.
Oh, we still got the.
Surprise, surprise, motherfucker! The king is back!
Let's talk about this motherfucker. for
We
a
need
minute,
to get
dude.
Gomer Pyle back on here.
Did y'all see this shit about Conor McGregor?
Yeah.
Where he was in a pub in fucking Ireland somewhere, and he was buying shots for a bunch of fucking old dudes, and one of the old dudes was like, "Nah, man, I'm good. I don't want your fucking shit whiskey." Which I've never had it, so I can't really say it's shit whiskey, but I want to say it's shit whiskey, so it's shit whiskey. But
It's a tough word to say, but you couldn't say that real fast.
I almost did it. I almost didn't pull it off. But yeah, so one of the guys says, "Nah, I'm good," right? Well, this motherfucker ends up punching him in the fucking head, dude. An old guy.
Yeah, it was back in April.
Yeah.
Because I saw today actually.
Why does it take so long for Ireland news to get to us?
McGregor was being interviewed on.
Oh
that.
well, they have that rule. They have that thing where you can't release
People's information.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they're being convicted of, not convicted, but accused of a crime.
of something. Yeah. It's that old guy right there.
But McGregor was on that dude's show. I don't Ahi Rahim or whatever his name is.
Oh, dude, he said he didn't want it. Did you see that? He did. Conor McGregor put 2 cups in front of him, and he put both of them back. He's like, "I don't want your shit, bro."
Maybe he doesn't like whiskey. Ain't
Yeah,
no reason
I
for
mean,
Conor to hit him.
Well, he's drinking a beer.
He's got a beer in front of him,
Yeah.
and if you drink, you know you don't mix.
I mean, speak for yourself.
Well, not if you want to.
Whiskey and a beer is
So
a
yeah,
thing,
so,
my
so
friend.
then he punches this dude. But what's fucked up? It's like, dude, you're Conor McGregor, and then
He shoulda killed
you-
the dude.
You fucking wait until he's not looking. Like he was just looking at you, and then the dude turns away, and then you hit him.
Oh, and then look, he fucking kind of runs away.
Well, they drag him.
Yeah,
out.
they push him away.
But
More,
still,
more,
it's like,
more
come
so
on.
than him running away. That's not a
Guaranteed-
Carmelo Anthony him running away there.
Guaranteed that old dude's got some fucking power, and he's gonna end up killing Conor.
No, well, man, that
I've
old
actually
getting punched by
heard-
Conor McGregor, like that old man should be dead.
I've
Right?
actually,
I mean-
I heard though that I don't know if it was that instance or another instance, but that Conor kind of pissed off the wrong dude,
Yeah.
and that there is $100,000 bounty on Conor's head.
$100,000 ain't enough, man. That guy's worth like $100 million.
Yeah, but to
Up
some
that price a little bit.
Ireland thug that don't care,
To the
100,000.
Irish mafia.
Yeah,
That's
100,000 or 100,000 sounds pretty good.
That is true.
But no, I saw an interview and he took the high road. I'm listening to it. He took the high road. He's like, I was in the wrong. No need for that.
McGregor did?
Yeah.
But he always does, man.
know. He
How
was
many
on
times
a-
are people going to let this
That dude's
fucking bitch off the hook?
that
I'm
dude's
tired
show.
of this fucking guy.
That dude's show. I can't say his name. The one MMA guy.
Oh, Hawaii.
Yeah. Because apparently Hawaii, that's the only guy that McGregor will talk to and do shows with.
Yeah.
And he was on his show, and that's what
Well, because that dude's a punk.
the whole
that
PR
Ariel
deal.
Hawaii, if you ever see that guy and you listen to him talk, he's a fucking bitch.
I don't
he's
like
a little
him.
bitch.
I've just liked who he's had on the show. That's
like
a
he's
couple
a,
times.
he's
I've
a
even
little
listened to
fucking
him.
pussy, and like Dana White fucking punks this dude around all the time. So of course that's gonna be the only guy Conor McGregor talks to because he can push him around and hey, you're not gonna ask me about this, you're not gonna ask me about that, and then he'll do it. Which most reporters, if you got huevos, you're not gonna do that.
Yeah, but also most people that have, and I'm not saying McGregor has power, but in that situation he does. But most athletes that have that kind of power, when an interview's done, there's stuff that that interviewer knows they can't ask.
Yeah.
And he goes,
Yeah, but fuck that guy, man. Fuck Conor McGregor. I'm
yeah,
done with that
he's
dude.
a little chump for that. When I
Like,
saw
that's
that,
some,
I was
that's
kind
some fucking bitch shit.
yeah. What I like is the old man. He
Yeah.
just kind of took it and turned away. I was like, okay,
Took
whatever.
it like a
I'm
chance.
gonna
Let me
keep drinking
finish my beer, bitch.
Yeah.
But what's funny
you
is
better not be
is
here when I'm done.
There've been a bunch of Irish pubs now that have putting up a bunch of videos of them pouring his fucking whiskey down the toilet.
Did they already buy it though? So what does it matter?
Yeah, they
I
usually
don't know.
already buy it. So
Yeah, but what I'm
it's
saying
like,
is they're not. I don't think they're gonna rebuy it. You know what I mean?
Well, no, that's that's probably what some of them should do. But what
Yeah.
point is that? Yeah, that's true, Dylan. He can take a punch. He's a badass.
Well, it's
What?
like those people who burn a jersey when their player goes to another team. It's like, well, you already paid for it.
What I
Like-
want to know is how many people burned the first LeBron jersey, and then when he came back to Cleveland,
went
bought a
and
Cleveland
bought another
jersey?
one.
Yeah, bunch
A
of-
bunch of them.
yeah,
Fucking
probably
dumb fucks.
at least 90% of
You
them.
could have had an old school, retro LeBron jersey going to the games, but no, your dumb ass burnt it.
You got to be all emotional and
This was my
shit.
preheat LeBron James jersey.
Yeah. But yeah, so I just wanted to rant on that dude for a little bit.
They did ask him if he was gonna fight again this year.
What
He's
he
like,
saying?
true or false? And he was like,
That dude ain't fighting nobody,
True.
man. He gets
he's
beat
like,
up.
I think we can work it out.
Oh, maybe that's the next match. They're gonna track
Him
this
and that
old
old
man
guy?
down. Fuck yeah,
that old
dude.
dude will fuck him up. I don't really care, dude. I wish that dude would just walk away. We never have to see him again.
Nah, that ain't gonna happen
I know it's not gonna happen, but
because he's probably gonna go.
hopefully he
fight
comes back as
Pacquiao.
somebody. And they match him up with Tony Ferguson, and Ferguson puts a fucking beating on him.
Dana White's not gonna let that happen.
I know.
We'll get one more fight out of Conor, then he'll go fight Pacquiao, make another cool 50, 60, 70 million,
Yeah,
and then
he ain't fighting Pacquiao, dude. They're never gonna be able to sell him as a boxer again. Nobody wants to watch that. If you watch the first fight, you know that dude has no fucking boxing skills at all.
I don't know. He's got some. I saw him hold a few punches, but we won't even get into that.
You saw him what?
Pull a few punches.
He landed one uppercut.
No, what I'm
And
saying
like
is
10
there
rounds.
a few other times he could have knocked Mayweather on his
No.
ass, and he didn't even swing.
No,
Dude, I'm telling you, there's a video, and you can see Mayweather's ducking like this, and Conor doesn't even throw the punch, and he's looking right at him, and he easily could have thrown it, and he doesn't.
I think that his power is different with the big gloves on.
I agree.
So he
I'm not
doesn't- I
saying
don't
he's a
think
boxer,
Yeah.
but
I don't think he has the power to knock people out.
compared to MMA, I don't think he does either.
That's what I'm
'Cause
saying.
Yeah. Well, I'm
I
not
think-
saying
I
he
think
would have
his- I
knocked
think- I
Mayweather
think
out, but he
people-
would have got some shots in on that particular.
I think
instance
people
I'm talking about.
overestimated his power going from MMA to boxing.
Well,
because
because
of the
people
gloves.
don't think about the gloves and,
Yeah.
and the size and how it will weigh you down a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah. So fuck McGregor. And in other news, the Amazon's on fire.
Yeah, I saw that a couple days ago. I don't know what for or what from.
I don't know.
I've heard
Have they
somebody
said?
said I saw something today, and I think it was like farmers close by.
Yeah.
But
I think it
don't know
was
if
like
that's true or
one of
not.
those fucking Vice things where they were like, yeah, they're burning the Amazon to make more room for farms.
Yeah, like that thing farmers do, where they burn it and then they go over and
Yeah. I don't know.
just farm on that same.
You know what's
piece.
funny, dude, is so I saw this fucking people are so fucking retarded, dude. So I saw this meme today that was like you know the Notre Dame Cathedral? How it caught on fire,
Yeah.
right? So the meme was like it showed that on fire, or it showed that getting rebuilt, and it was like this can be rebuilt. And then and then it shows the Amazon on fire, and then they're like, this cannot be rebuilt. And I was like, well, no, but it's gonna grow back.
Yeah. I mean, I don't.
I was like, I mean, go look at Bastrop right now. It's fucking green as shit. California's growing back, right? I mean, it's still not all burnt up.
Yeah, but I think we all wish it would die.
California?
Yeah.
Why, dude? You don't like it?
That's
Everybody
hating
loves
on
Cali.
it. Nah, I just like hating on states that aren't Texas, dog.
Yeah, that's true. Fuck
Good
California.
point. Yep. Fuck off 49 of them.
Man, I wish people would go back over there, dude.
Ain't gonna happen. They're gonna keep coming.
I really think it was
A meth
a
lab,
meth
in
lab.
Amazon.
Jose
You know
coming in
what?
with the heat.
Hey,
Hey, look, it could have been, man.
hey, they're probably clearing out space, and
Or-
this is gonna be their new island
Dude,
that
you
they
know who-
have for Jeffrey Epstein.
You know who it is? Nah, that dude's dead.
He ain't dead.
Dude, you know who else it could have been? Is the fucking that show of the gold miners where they go mine for gold.
Oh, and they
It
sparked
could have
something.
been them,
Yeah,
dude. You know, taking all that machinery down there and shit.
bunch of inbreds. Just kidding. That show was actually pretty funny.
God damn, why they got to be inbreds?
Because of the one episode I've been thinking of, I think it was up in the West Virginia area. Maybe not, but the guy I'm thinking of looked like he would have been having a meth lab in the Amazon.
That's racist.
No, well, I guess it could be just against white people,
Oh,
but they wouldn't
yeah,
consider
man.
that racist.
I don't know. Did you find anything on it, Brandon?
On what?
on the Amazon. What started the fire?
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't. I was looking.
Are you
for
just looking
other
at
things.
pictures?
I was looking at other things. Yeah.
He was.
What a wiener,
If the debate was on, he'd be on that right now. so.
right?
Nope. No debate yet.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. The Amazon's on fire. The world's not gonna end.
Oh, it will eventually, but not because of the Amazon's on.
Not
fire.
right now. I thought we were all gonna die because of the bees, anyways.
The bee's knees.
Uh,
Well, they're still alive. Some of them. They're not all dead. and
Some of
they're not all dead.
right? Dude, that movie's crazy, right? The Happening.
The happening.
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
What would you do? What could you do?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Have you seen that, Brandon?
What?
The Happening?
Mark
Is that the one with
Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah.
And
The
the, and
teacher
the
and the
plants.
bees.
Yeah.
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 I've seen that one.
How crazy is
That's
that?
a good fucking movie.
Exactly, Ernest. Fucking Mark Wahlberg, baby.
Yeah, that's a good fucking movie.
Dude, it's a great movie.
Scientific method.
It's so weird though. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder if something like that could actually happen.
I mean, it could. Plants talk to each other.
That's the
I mean,
thing
not
too.
talk, but, you know, they communicate.
you know, vegans are always like, "Oh, we don't kill life and all this shit," and then they're
But
like,
they're very
it's,
much
it's
alive.
scientifically true, you know, proven now that plants are alive, and these motherfuckers are eating them like, you know, Tic Tacs.
Eating
Like,
them
what
at
the
every
fuck,
meal.
man?
I never even thought
Kill a
about
cow, why don't you?
Every meal. It's not like we eat meat every meal, you know.
I do.
That'd be nice.
Well, okay.
I actually got a T-bone steak ready for when I get home.
God damn, fucking murderer.
Damn.
Hey, I can't help it. My roommates wanted to cook T-bones tonight, and they were gonna save me one.
My roommates. Oh,
Damn.
so yeah, dude.
He goes by the name Papa and Mimi. Papa, Mimi, and Charlie.
All right.
My roommates.
Mom, the meatloaf.
We need more chips.
It's stupid because Wahlberg plays a professor, and we all know he's a fucking idiot. Hey man, fucking relax, bro. And he's not a professor; he's a fucking teacher in a fucking school.
He's a high
You-
school teacher.
Yeah, you
High
could
school
go up and
science
fucking
teacher.
teach high school right now. Like they let you work at a high school, Ernest, or
Yeah.
at schools. They let you be around schools, so you know how, you know, they're not hiring the best people around there.
I thought he couldn't be within 50 feet of a school.
No, they don't know
No,
that.
that's
He whited that part out on his
His
on his resume. But yeah, dude, that it always seemed like that one and like Contagion, dude. Contagion always scared me too. Have
I
you
haven't
seen that one?
I don't think I saw that
Oh,
one.
dude, you gotta watch that. That one's like
Let me guess. Some sort of virus outbreak.
kind of like Outbreak.
Yeah.
That's another good one, dude. I
like
fucking
that
love
movie.
Outbreak.
Is that the
I
one
like
with?
that movie.
I gotta
with
watch that
Sutherland?
one every single time.
Is that
Huh?
the one with Sutherland?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. That is a good one.
I gotta watch that one every single time.
You
it's
know
on
what would make
TV.
it better? Mark Wahlberg.
Fuck yeah, it would. Instead of Cuba Gooding Jr., have Mark Wahlberg.
No.
Cuba
No,
was
you
good in
gotta
that
have
movie.
Cu- yeah,
dude.
you gotta have
I
Cuba.
miss that guy.
He's dead.
You could have
No.
Mark.
Oh.
No.
I don't think he's dead, but he's not in movies
Oh,
anymore.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Dude, you know what was weird?
Boys in
It's
the Hood.
so you know, like on Vudu and stuff when movies come out, you can rent them, right? Was so weird to me that like I couldn't find this movie called Unplanned. It's called Unplanned. Have you ever heard of it?
Yeah. No.
It's the one
'Cause it
about
sounds
abortion.
familiar, but I don't. Oh,
It's
yeah,
the
yeah,
one
yeah.
where the
That's what I've heard
chick
about.
works for she worked for Planned Parenthood, and she ends up not working for him and then going against everything that Planned Parenthood stands for. Well, dude, you can't. I couldn't fucking rent it anywhere,
Probably
and
'cause
I
they
think
don't
it
want
was
people to
because
watch it.
exactly.
I think there was some controversy with it when it came
Oh,
out.
dude, I think it was in the theaters for one day and then they removed it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. If it even came out in theaters, because I wanted to go watch it when it came out, and then I never saw it in theaters, but the movie was out. But yeah, so I had to like buy it. I had to go buy
Vudu
the
and-
DVD.
Yeah, Vudu and Amazon Prime. It says the
Yeah,
only-
it got listed as propaganda.
Yeah,
A&E, Discovery, Hallmark, NBC, and Google all refused ads.
yeah, so crazy, dude.
Okay, well, I mean, I don't mean to be. You could obviously say any religious film is propaganda.
Yeah, Like
I mean, I get that because whatever.
Fox News
like the Passion
gave,
of the Christ.
Yeah,
Dude, that movie's so good. Have you never saw it, right?
I've seen.
Or
it.
you saw it?
Yeah,
Crazy, right?
yeah.
So good.
Fox News gave it a $1 million.
Yeah,
budget
dude, I
and
saw
free advertising.
Fox News came through on that shit. Yeah, man, but
That's
it's
one movie that'll never be the same after the first time, though. That you
Passion of
watch
the
it.
Christ. Yeah, it's not one of those you want to like rewatch a lot.
No.
But yeah, dude. So I had to go buy it.
Is it
Pretty
good?
crazy, dude. I haven't watched it
You gonna
yet.
watch
I
it?
want to watch it tonight.
Are you gonna watch it
hopefully.
with Sarah or just by yourself?
with my old lady?
Oh, and by the way, that was a hilarious freaking video of you scaring the crap out of her while she was asleep.
Hey, you want to go to that, Brandon? Go to
What?
my Facebook.
Go to his Facebook.
Go to
Or
my
It might
Facebook.
be on From the Left Hash.
Yeah, happy birthday to no, it's not on From the
Oh.
Left Hash. Happy birthday to my old lady from
Happy birthday, Sarah Torres.
Yeah, yesterday, late birthday. She was born on the 21st.
All right, so what am I looking for?
A video.
Go to my page. It was a video I shared
there.
yesterday.
Oh, this video?
Yeah.
Dude, it's.
Oh, okay. You
Watch
want to show
this
it?
shit.
You want to show it?
Yeah.
I left my and your sister in the background playing on perfect.
Yeah, dude. Dude, she's fucking passed out. We're on our way to the beach.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know. Fucked it up, man.
Damn. All right, let's try it again. There we go. Wait for it.
I slammed on the brakes.
What'd you
I was
brake
like,
checker?
oh shit.
You broke checker? Did you do it in front of, you know how if you're going down the road, you'll have like a big semi truck pulling a semi truck
No, I didn't
backwards?
do
You
that
shoulda-
one.
That's when you do it, man.
No, I didn't do that.
Yesterday was her birthday?
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Mine's creeping up.
Uh-oh.
Speaking
I'm in
of
August.
Cuba,
You're in August? I'm in
I am.
September.
Cuba
Nice.
Gooding Jr.
Is he dead?
He's got two movie. No, one movie's coming out. Life in a Year. Supposed to be out this year.
Uh-huh.
Bayou Caviar came out in 18, and then the last two was American Horror Story, and he played OJ in that FX TV series.
Oh, okay.
And
Oh
other
yeah,
than
he
that-
did play OJ in
Oh
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
and Ross was
His attorney.
his attorney. Yeah,
Yeah.
Kardashian, the
Yeah.
OG one.
Mm-hmm.
Ross.
The one that's still a
from
boy.
Friends.
Okay, I'm making
Schwimmer.
sure. Now I'm just making sure we're on the same page because that's who I thought. Make sure.
I mean, that's what I know him as.
I can't help it, but I've been watching a lot of Friends here in the last probably month.
Dude,
I've been on a
fucking-
Friends binge.
I fucking
Yeah.
love Friends, dude.
Well,
Yeah.
it comes on at TBS sometimes in the morning or in the afternoon. If it's not on, I'll just flip it on, and there's like 5 episodes.
That's
in
one
a
of the
row.
greatest shows ever.
Dude, it's
It's a
hilarious.
good show, man.
I love it. Fucking Rachel's so fucking hot.
Yeah, she's all right.
She
Her
hasn't
nipples are
aged,
so
like,
hard.
At all.
Her nipples are
Yeah,
always
they-
hard.
They are right.
It's so crazy.
Maybe that's why we liked it.
I remember an interview that they said that she had like a nipple tweaker.
A what?
A nipple tweaker.
What the fuck is a nipple tweaker?
The same
Before
thing
the
as
the
what,
scenes, they would like tweak her. They would like make her nipples
same
hard.
thing as a fluffer in the porn industry.
So they were always hard.
So they just made it cold.
What the fuck is,
Is
a
that what you're
fluffer?
saying? You don't know what a fluffer is?
It's a girl that goes down on the
It's-
guy to get him hard to
Yeah.
get him ready.
Oh.
It's the true heroes in a porn
Yeah.
movie is what they are.
The true heroes in the,
The
porn
unseen,
industry.
yeah, the unseen.
That's funny,
Yeah.
dude.
All
The
right.
people that you don't even see in the credits.
Yeah. You know, another great movie that I've been watching that's on, I don't know if it's on HBO or Stars, but it's, it's, Last Castle, The Last Castle.
No, I don't
Have you
know
seen that one with Robert Redford?
No.
Dude, so good. You got to watch it.
I've seen the preview for it.
Have y'all seen Letterkenny on Hulu?
No.
Oh man, y'all need to see it. It's fucking.
I don't watch
hilarious.
Hulu that much.
Well, you need to fucking watch it, man.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Y'all
all
have
right, man.
y'all have Netflix?
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you seen The Highwayman?
No.
It's the
I heard it's
story.
good, though.
It's with
Oh,
Kevin
Bonnie and
Costner
Clyde?
and Woody
Yeah.
Harrelson,
Yeah.
and it was pretty good.
I love Woody.
We know that, but Ernest ain't here for you, so we can't really get into
I
that.
know. So before we go, I wanted to give a shout out to my brother Jacob, dude. He's arm wrestling this weekend at Doc's Backyard. If you want to go check it out, if y'all want to go check it out, he's arm wrestling. He's got a super match against this dude. I think his name is Sephrin. I can't remember his last name. But yeah, so the first time that him and Jacob arm wrestled, that dude beat him, right? And he beat him pretty easy. But Jacob was like barely getting into
And Jacob is slim.
it. Slim, yeah.
I'm making sure.
So he was barely getting into it, right? Getting into arm wrestling. Well, the second time they matched up, Slim ended up beating him, and I think he ended up winning that tournament. Well, no, he didn't, but he ended up beating that guy. So now this is the trilogy, and they're making it out a super match. I think they got a like $500 bet on it or some shit.
Dang, good luck, Slim.
Yeah, so if y'all ain't got shit to do on Saturday around 3:00, go out to Doc's backyard off of Brody, and they're gonna be arm wrestling over there. It'll be fun, man. If you've never been to one of those tournaments, it's pretty cool.
I didn't even know they had those tournaments. Yet.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, dude. I mean, you get pretty riled up
I
there.
mean, I don't want to intimidate people when I walk up.
Yeah, they're gonna.
Man, I
people
hope
will
that guy's not in the contest.
Just go with your Rangers shirt on. Nobody be scared.
Good point. Good point. Good point.
But yeah, so
Dick.
good luck, bro. I ain't gonna be able to make it because I got some. I've got some other
3
family
p.m.
Yeah, 3 p.m. I've got some other family stuff I gotta do, but good luck, and I hope you fucking rip that dude's arm off. Yeah, but that's about it, man. That's all I got. We'll catch y'all next time. Y'all. Oh my god, my sister always wants to fucking chime in and be like, she won. Yeah, that's not the tournament I'm talking about.
Hey, but she still won $150. Good
Yeah,
job.
she beat a bunch of like 110-pound white girls.
Well, at least she didn't lose, because then, hey,
Yeah,
that's
that would
probably
be
even more
embarrassing,
pressure
right?
because she would have gotten shit from all of y'all. You
Yeah,
lost to a
that's-
skinny white girl.
But yeah, so we'll catch y'all next weekend. Check us out. Go on our Facebook page. Share the shit. Like it. Share our videos. Go like our YouTube page. Subscribe to it.
And if you
all
don't
that
like
shit.
us, tell us so we know why you don't like it.
Yeah, at From the Left Hash on Twitter and Facebook. Thanks for watching.
Bang some chains.
Go
Oh my
Cowboys.
God, you had to do that shit.